I apologize. I don't know where it just cut off. I can't rewind it to look for it. Anyway, I was showing you the pixie. Fairy was kissed by pixies. The Ten of Pentacles and this card. It's almost as if, like I was saying before, the legacy being left behind by you and this divine counterpart will really have a beautiful love story to share with people in your family. You know how your mom had stories about your grandparents, and your grandparents had stories about their great-grandparents? Your great-great-grandkids are going to have these stories about you and this person you're with. And I'm really curious. I want to look at this fairy, the fairies again, the singers. Because with all this transformation and stories and chapters ending and new stories being written, something like standing between. I mean, really, to be a child, to grow up and have your own grandchildren, have your grandchildren have grandchildren, and throughout all of it, go through at least like one lifespan, two lifespan, third lifespan. Living 3 lives in wow. If I was you, I would really, really, really be as honest as I can with this person. Whoever this is goes beyond twin flame. Really, I don't, it's such an overused term lately. The main point of it, it's a, I knew it! What did I tell you? Look, an ecstasy is at the bottom of it. You guys, the Phoenix. This reading is so... I can feel the divinity being expressed through this, and I'm unable to contain it in a way where it's rational to me, because I can hear what's being said, but I'm unable to filter it properly for you. So I apologize about repeating myself. But apparently, the Phoenix, Ecstasis, the Bright Lady, the Fairy Godmother. The Bright Lady is, the Bright Mother is basically, how did Adelina put it? All the queens put together, and then, you add the Empress onto it. She's basically the Earth Mother. If Gaia showed up on Earth as a human being or an embodiment of a person, it would be this. She's everything, the Mother, Maiden, and the Crone all at once. And then the Fairy Godmother, it's like no matter how things have been, when she shows up, the outcome is always beneficial. And not the kind of beneficial where it's like, oh, you got a bee sting, it's okay, it's kind of beneficial. No, this is like really beneficial. You will know immediately. Look, again, you already know. Topsy-turvets, alchemy. How many times do I shuffle this and have it be the same message again for you? Darling, don't screw this up. Do not screw this up. Well, actually, even if you screw it up, you still get saved. 7, 11, 2. 2 people coming together to make 1. 7. The communication with the Dark Lady. This is 5, 0. This is 2, 0. Adds up to another 7. What's the other 7? I know there's another one in here. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Thought I saw another 7. Oh, her. 2 plus 5, 7. 7, 7, 7. 8, 8. 11, 11. 13, 12. Dude, I don't even know what to tell you with this anymore. You're going to meet the love. You already met the love of your life. And it's completely your choice whether you decide to go into union or not this week. Everything's here for you. You're going to have that experience this week of the light and the dark meeting. It's this week. Whenever you're watching this, whenever you're hearing this. In the next 7 days. And this isn't going to be more than 7 days. This is less than 7 days, actually. By the time you get to the 9, the cycle is already complete. Lessons learned. Because you have too many 8s. The 8s are looping you between life and death until you learn this lesson and move forward in unity. You can keep separated, but then you're going to have to keep repeating the same lesson. And if you've already learned the same lesson, repeating it is kind of like going to summer school to learn basic math. Why would you waste your time when you have a freaking legacy to leave behind, dude? Like, really? I really don't want to tell you what to do to interfere with your karma, but holy shit, if you don't take this opportunity to be with this person, even just to communicate for 2 minutes with this person, to take 3 minutes, let's use 3 minutes, okay, from this. If you just take 3 minutes of your life to communicate with this person, whomever this is for you, and if you're like, I don't know who it is, I haven't talked to anybody that it even could be in, years, then this week you're going to be shown an opportunity. You're going to be given an opportunity to go do something, faff the footer, pick your legs up and go do something that'll help you finish up those loose ends. So this week, whether you have an errand to run that's near the person that you knew, or you have to go grocery shopping, or you're like, oh, this just came up and I need to go do it. Go do it. Do it, absolutely. Take care of those loose ends. Finish the tasks. Start acting like your new self. Think about it this way. If this week you were going to go do laundry as if you're waiting for someone. Have the feeling, the knowing inside you that you're going to meet somebody this week, and all of this that you've been through for the last 8 to 10 years will show you why. This is in the movie Ever After. This is what this feels like. This is absolutely what this feels like. The movie Ever After. There's a line when Prince Henry, or King Henry, however you want to look at it, tells Leonardo da Vinci that, he can't be with her because she's a peasant girl. And then he says something to him, but the main line of it is, she is your match, Henry. This person is your match. So whatever you're doing, whatever excuse you have, whatever bullshit you've been telling yourself, just let it be. Because the one moment you have with this person changes everything. Look at all the gloomy cards up here that are all about lessons and, things finishing up and tying them up and just kind of, being done with the old and letting it go and getting rid of all the sabotagers in your life and all the frivolous, backdrop people. The moment you are standing face to face with this person And I remember a few weeks ago I said this in a reading. The moment you shake hands with this person, whatever it is, or you just look at them, or the moment your eyes land on this person's general area. Let me put it to you that way. So whether you're in the store and you see this person across from the other side of the store, whether you see this person walking across the street and you're like, oh my God, I know this person, go talk to them. Say hi. Don't be afraid. Don't be in fear. This person that you've been with before, the moment you speak will be the wrinkle in time. You know, those moments in time that change things and you move forward from there, the checkpoint, the save point. Talking to this person is the checkpoint. So if you want to tell the universe you're learned and you've gone through something and you're ready to move to the next, initiation, communication must occur with this person. The communication is the loose end. So it's not really about your laundry or physical things. It's about finally having the courage to talk to this person. And when you do, it's almost as if there has never ever been a separation. The opportunity is still there, bright and early and happy, full of passion, full of fire, to transform that which was and build so much more with it. You know how people say going into hermit mode or going into Virgo mode or going into analysis this and whatever else, right? With the hermit, going within and just shutting the world out and lighting your own light to find the light within. Remember I was saying about that earlier? The light within. This person is your light. But in order to accept their light, you must accept that you're the dark. And I think this person, this partner B, is having trouble with that. They've been trying to be the light when their power comes from, their authenticity comes from knowing themselves and knowing that they're capable of more than just baking cookies. The light and the dark must come together in order for true union to occur. And you have that already this week. And the sun smiles on you. Anything else for this? Because so far it seems like the only thing that could get in their way is cowardice. And I only say cowardice because the other person, partner A, has a issue with boundaries. Yeah. Look. 5 of Cups. Oh, but the best is over, isn't it? No, it's not. It doesn't even matter how many cups are there. There could be 20 cups over there. It doesn't matter that there's 2 cups behind him. This doesn't matter. This is the excuse. This version of being, look, you know what the hermit learns after going inside, after going internally, that this isn't an utter and complete waste of life. Being this way, being regretful, remorseful, being resentful of the past, being, hunter and prey, being so lost in your emotions and avoiding your emotions that you can't see the light of your own wisdom inside. You're just like, oh, all this happened and that happened and that happened, and then what good is this when that happened? What good is that when this happened? What's the point of that fish's life? It's just about to get eaten anyway. Woo woo, nanny boo boo, nanny boo boo. I'm like, that's life. That's life and death. It's the cycle. And you're learning that what happened with you and this person had to happen It had to happen. The way it happened, exactly what happened, it had to. And if you changed how you feel about what happened, so no matter how terrible it was, if you just tell yourself, I am done feeling shitty about what happened, and I'm going to feel better about what happened and see how it works out then. The vibration I sense when I say that. Six of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Six of Swords, Four of Cups. I really am happy for you, honestly. And not a preemptive happy. I'm really proud of you. This reading, this spread, this entire strange trilogy today that has come out of nowhere for me to read for you guys, to share this message. For these people to have gone through what they've gone through, and for this connection to still be there between them, for both readings to basically mirror each other with very different cards. Please, please, please look for the light ahead. Ignore the shadows of where you've been. Thank them and send them on their way. Where you're going is unity with a partner. Your true divine counterpart. Your the great-great-grandma to your great-great-grandpa that you're gonna build an entire family with. And one day, and I'm really getting this now, and it's almost breaking my heart. One day, and please write this down, please. Oh, there will be a day. There will be a day. Whomever you are, wherever you are watching this, remember these words. The moment you reconnect with this person that made you feel like you died on the inside and came back, blah, 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 that person, okay? The moment you reconnect with this and you stare at each other's eyes, you're going to remember that moment so vividly that when your great-great-grandchildren are coming to you, whether you have children or not, someday someone's going to come to you, looking at you and looking up to you, and you're going to share this story back to them. Because this is one of those things in the universe where you get, it's your only one. This is, aw, I don't want to say that. Somebody very dear to me, the partner that I was with for a very long time, used to say this to me, that I'm his one and only. This person is your one and only. No one will ever be able to take this person's place. And if you truly, truly are ready to be ready, even if you're just ready to attempt it, to try it, even if it fails, who cares? Even if you just look at them and you look the other way and walk away without a word said. As long as you put yourself into the story and you show up, just show up, the universe does the rest. Through the phoenix, through the ecstasis, through double death, double rebirth, triple rebirth actually, divine intervention, complete illumination, complete new beginning, rebirth, 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 complete new self. Wow. Wow. You would be a fool to not take this chance. The moment you meet this person, you are going to have this story echoing in your bones for the rest of your life. Oh, and your grandma and your grandpa and I, we were separated for so-and-so. I'm just going to leave this here and tell you what I was going to tell you. You're going to tell your story about how you were separated from this person for a while and you got back together, and the moment you saw them, you both fell in love. Your lives changed again and again and again, and it was a dance of chaos and destruction and rebirth and order over and over and over. But you found the wisdom within. You went and found the mercy and the compassion, the love, the heart, the communication, the enlightenment, both through the dark and through the light. And do you see this here? The singer of connection yet again. Bottom of the deck, the Bodacious Bodak. Thanks to Adelina Bond, I learned Bodak means father in Scottish. Thank you, Adelina. So, this energy has come up in other readings I've done, and it feels the same, so I don't know if it's the same person watching this or not. There is a masculine force in your life, or someone who is thinking they're masculine and helpful. It's not intentionally malicious, it's intentionally, it's like, did you ever watch Lord of the Rings? The way this card feels right now is like Golem backslash Smeagol trying to help, but all he's doing is messing it up. But he's messing it up in a good way. All the sabotage has really helped you to see things from a completely different way. And hopefully it's taught you to not let other people influence your relationship so much. No one knows the things you went through with this person other than you. Everybody just knows one version of it from you or from that person. Please, please, please close this thread. Connect with this person. Connect with this person and let this part of your story become the beginning of the rest of your existence together. King Arthur and Guinevere, they came together at some point and moved forward from that. Every person that broke up and they're like, oh no, we can't get back together, but they spend the rest of their lives wishing they could. This is the week where you can. And the wind just blew so hard outside this window. I don't know if you heard it or not. It's almost as if the earth itself is putting you two together in the same exact spot, in the same exact moment, for only one purpose, for you two to watch each other, to look at each other, to see each other, and to realize that the past is gone and there is a bright future ahead of you with each other. There's so much love here. Holy shit, I just noticed this. I've been so focused on the mirrored effect, but I just noticed and felt the amount of love in this reading, because there is nothing here to talk about like the cups energy, the singer of the chalice, the singer of, look, I was shuffling and he's back again at the bottom of the deck. Basically saying, if there's somebody in your life that is in any way, shape, or form telling you to do things based on fearful opinions, and I say fearful opinions, hoping that you are wise enough to where if somebody tells you to avoid, to judge, to shut down, to close the doors, to do whatever towards someone else, don't listen to that person. Don't listen to people telling you to cut people out of your life. They have no right. You decide who stays in your life and who doesn't. Well, and you and the universes, not other people. Other people should be telling you basically the playing field you're in and what tools you're playing with and how it looks in certain directions. And what's coming through me for you is you really, really, really will benefit from communicating with this person. And if this is just about yourself, which it really doesn't seem like it is, congratulations, you've become a person that is absolutely ready for a real grown-up relationship and to move forward as the best version of yourself. But only if you stop living in any vibratory, resonant wavelength of low vibrational fear, energy, promiscuity, alcohol, drugs, addictions. Just don't grow into the person that isn't ready for the clothes they have. If you have a rock star suit, you better wear that rock star suit and feel and be a rock star. Otherwise, you're a faker, a poser. You know, you're inauthentic. This just doesn't feel like it's just about one person. This is a complete mirroring of the other person. It doesn't make sense as one person by themselves. It's too much. If this is really about one person and just one person, so if we just separate it from the other reading completely and just look at this entire spread, you've literally gone through something that has taken you from who you were and hasn't let you be stable in any version of yourself whatsoever. Every time you thought, oh, this is who I am now, nope, changed again. I'm really, if this was me in your place, if this was brought to me, I would drop everything and go to this person without the intention of marriage or any of that stuff, just to simply move the story along. In order for you to get through this initiation and go forward with this unity of each other, you must meet with love. This is really, really fan-freaking-tastic for you, just FYI. It's asking a lot of courage of you, though. It's asking a lot of you. It really is, but you're capable of it. Because the moment you give this much courage and wisdom to meet with this person, to meet with this better version of yourself, this better version of yourself becomes the baseline you. So you only get better from here, basically. Dear, dear, dear. I'm just sensing to see if there's anything else popping up. This has gone on for a long time. Holy moly. This was supposed to be a quick, like 10-minute reading. Again, total, it's been almost 3.5 hours or 3 hours now with all 3 readings combined. Will you please let this sabotager go? Look. Every time you're trying to let something go and move forward, this person brings it back to you and he's like, yo, but they did this. Yo, but they did that. And you're like, oh, fine, bring it. I'll go through that crap again, see what I can pickle from that. If someone in your life is constantly reminding you of bad stuff, get rid of them. You don't need somebody constantly reminding you how terrible somebody was to you or how terrible you were to somebody. Especially when those terrible people don't exist anymore. There's 2 death cards and the Phoenix. Whatever happened is only like echoing in your, and not even in your mind, in the mind of people around you. Oh. Please don't let people interfere with your love life. I've said this so many times. What's meant to be will be, but you must put the action in for the universe to know what it is you want to be. So if you want to be in a union with somebody, you need to get out of the state of being sabotaged by people who aren't in a union or who don't want you in a union, but they will never tell you that. Okay, I have one question for this. What happens if this individual doesn't make communicative effort? What happens? How does the timeline diverge then? If they've already manifested this and the manifestation is waiting for them and all they have to do is let go of who they were and move forward, just simply, you know what, that's even too complicated. All they have to do is look at each other. King of Wands upside down, flip the other way around. Bachelor life, perpetual bachelor life. So if this person doesn't, if these 2 don't lock eyes, one of them goes on being a complete success in their own way, but there's only so many notches you can put on your belt. After a while, you're just making your belt wider for yourself. Why would you have so many notches on your belt unless you're getting skinnier and skinnier or bigger and bigger? Doesn't matter how many people you sleep with or how many times you have the same sexual encounter, it'll still be the same thing. 3 of Pentacles upside down and it turned around sideways again. So basically, this person, if they don't communicate with each other, one goes off to do their own artsy thing, just being alone, maybe with a cat or 2, having friends by, supporting, giving ideas, and just the basic bachelor life, male or female. Oh, I don't have the other decks here. And obviously what happens if they communicate is a lifelong, multiple lifetime long legacy. And what about for person A? 4 of Swords upside down, no rest, feeling unhealed, broken, constantly moving to do things, constantly feeling imbalanced and unanchored. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, wasting their life thinking that they're healing themselves when they're already healed, and they're just wasting their energy going back and forth between wounds that they self-inflict over and over. Opening the same wound just to go back to healing it. Doing it again and again and again. Using money and matter and the physical world as an excuse. Because when two people are meant to be together and they don't come together, both of their lives remain unfinished in some way. And I know it sounds harsh, but it's what happens. You can have a fulfilling life by yourself completely. Both of these people can. But the real story happens once they meet. If they don't meet, this one goes off to be a financial success, handsome, pretty, beautiful, whatever, working with spiritual works and doing their thing, building an entire kingdom for themselves with a larger collective. The other person, already having reached the point of where they can just manipulate whatever they have energetically to make more, so they're like manifesting by the beach, their emotions are a mess, this person would just be like that Christina Perri song, Living Half Alive. Once a heart is broken enough times and ignored, really, there's only so much you can go back and forth between healing and being wounded, until eventually you just realize you've wasted your entire time. What good is all the money in the world that you can play wishy-washy with when all you want is a moment's peace? And you can't feel at peace without being with, near a bed and a blanket or coffee or whatever it is that's peaceful for you. These two people need each other, and I mean that in the most benevolent way. One is the fuel for the other, one is the light for the other one is the strength of the other. Like, this guy gets shit done, or her. This one needs this fire to get things done. This one wants to heal and rest and be okay, peaceful. And this one is peaceful and okay and resting, and that's why it can create more. So this one's capable of moving forward and doing. This one's lost in emotions and thought. Together, they actually do things and create the Ten of Pentacles. So if you take the imbalance of this person, bring it with the passion of this person, together they make an entire fireworks show. An imbalanced fire that actually creates warmth. It works. However this is, it works for them. And one last card, please. Three of Swords upside down. Strength at the bottom of the deck. There is the potential of a lot of pain between you two if the story remains where it's at. You know the kind of pain that has you just build up a stone heart so that you don't feel the massive amount of regret about something that could have been that you didn't allow to happen. Tragic, really. All that potential lost. The Four of Swords. Without that communication, things turning painful. Instead of paying it forward, nothing is moved forward. The only thing that would remain is grief. Each of them going on in their own life, living their own way, kind of like one of those sad, bittersweet movies. Where it's like 20 years later, they meet back up again, and the same thing happens. Do they stare at each other? Do they look at each other and move forward? Or do they go back to just going the other way? And then I'm seeing now the Cloud Atlas movie. If this doesn't happen in this lifetime, it's going to happen in the next lifetime, or the one after that, or the one after that. It's up to the people, both of them. One of them is literally just wasting time waiting when they could be doing something with that massive amount of power of manipulation of energy and of their own emotion. Like, if you have the time and patience and the wisdom energetic know-how to manipulate matter and your emotional storm behind you to calm waters. If you have the power to take away your own ships coming in, look at that. It's almost as if she's some kind of sorceress standing out at the lake or beach or whatever, causing some storm, and she doesn't even care. Someone with this much power, sorry for all these weird noises, my hand is on the metal railing of this chair and these things that keep sliding across the table. This person has a know-how to take what this person's building and make even more of it. 3 things to juggle, easy. 6 things, even easier. It's like the more this person has on their plate, the better. The less they have on their plate, the less they have to do, the more bored they get. Whereas this person on here, partner B, has so much to do that they're just constantly lost in their own world. They could probably be completely oblivious as to this relationship that's right in front of their face. The Lovers is underneath the Strength card. And the 7 of Pentacles underneath that. The 4 of Cups again. Don't waste this opportunity. You both planted these seeds of union in lifetimes before this one. This is all predestined. And the sabotage has been occurring in your lives to get you both to realize how much you actually want to be with each other. This has been the most epic trilogy I've ever read in my life. I have never, ever, ever had these cards come out in the way that they've come out with this much clarity. Wow. Any advice that would help these 2 people make the best choice for the best outcome, for their best future. A decision that they could, advice that they can put into effect right as soon as they're done watching this video. Leave the drama behind. An offer. Just communicate with each other from the heart. Again, with this blonde person in the red. Like the death card over there. The little girl over there, the little boy. Jeez. And the crescent moon again. The video might cut off. Underneath the 6 of Swords is the 3 of Wands. Underneath that is the moon again. And underneath that is the Emperor. Underneath the Emperor was the King of Pentacles. Okay, hold on a minute here. Just show you real quick everything. Excuse me, candles. Thank you, thank you. And if you do not have the Fairy Oracle deck, do as my friend Ivy, when she bought this deck for me, said. She said when she saw it, she thought of me and she had to get it. But she told me to heed the advice. Respect the Fae. Oh, sorry. This is what we've been listening to, by the way. I don't know if you've even heard it, but it's been like a playlist by some band or music called Really Slow Motion. They're amazing. I just found out about them today. Okay, communication from the heart. I'm just going to put all these back in this way. You honestly, truly, well, there goes the stand I had you sitting in. There it is. You are sitting right here in a box of love. Like so. Isn't that cute? Yeah, I know. I need a better